Cate Dowden is a 2021 graduate of Loudoun Valley High School. During her time at Valley, she was a member of the track and cross-country team, as well as various academic honor societies. With dreams of ultimately serving in the United States Air Force upon graduating, she made the decision to continue her academic career at the Virginia Military Institute. At VMI, Cate studies mechanical engineering as a member of the Institute Honors Program, while also on a 4-year Air Force ROTC scholarship. Aside from her academics at VMI, Cate has held prominent positions within the Corps of Cadets during her cadetship. As a proud member of Charlie Company, Cate has had the privilege to work as First Sergeant during her junior year and will hold the position of Charlie Company Commander during this coming academic year as a senior. Within Air Force ROTC, Cate has been recognized 2 years in a row as one of the highest performing cadets in her class, and completed her summer field training as a distinguished graduate of Air Force ROTC Field Training Unit 2023 MAX 1. As a result of her academic and leadership successes while at VMI, Cate is recognized as a member of Omicron Delta Kappa, the National Leadership Honor Society, as well as Tau Beta Pi, the Engineering Honor Society. Though her time away from Valley has been short, Cate is excited to have the opportunity to share her experiences so far with the graduating class of 2024. Please welcome Cate Dowden to the podium to give our keynote speech this morning.
We're going to let our student speakers head down to their chairs to enjoy the speech with their peers.
Good morning, everyone. I'd like to start by taking the opportunity to thank Dr. Ross and the faculty and staff at Valley for asking me to come back and speak today, and also to congratulate the class of 2024 on the awesome accomplishment that is graduating high school. For some, this is the first step down a road towards higher education. For others, the start of their careers, and for a few, one last step before joining our armed forces and fighting for something bigger than yourselves. And to you, I say thank you. But for all, regardless of where you are headed, this is not even close to the end of your time learning, and it is only the start of your leadership journey. In this present day, it is incredibly easy to turn on the TV or scroll through social media and be immediately disheartened by the conflicts occurring around the world. There seems to be an endless stream of negativity that plagues our feeds and promotes division among our communities. As you prepare to enter your next stage of life, you should realize that you have not only the opportunity, but the obligation to make the dark world around you just a little bit brighter. Our country is screaming for quality leaders of character to take charge and lead the current and future generations through these conflicts and the ones to come. Every single one of you here will have the opportunity to lead others around you in the near future, and I'm sure for many of you that you already have. Leadership does not need to be some overwhelming burden that you take on and find massive success in to qualify as real leadership. It can be as simple as having personal integrity, having a high standard of doing what you know is right at all times, and other people watching you and seeing you as a role model without you even knowing. Leadership can also be taking the time to invest in a peer or someone else around you who you want to help grow and encourage. It is important, however, to understand that you are bound to encounter toxic environments and selfish leaders along your path. Individuals who make it abundantly clear that the people in their community, and maybe even the mission of their organization, is not their priority at the end of the day if it doesn't align with their personal desires. That's where the emphasis on quality character comes in. I'm sure you have all either heard or said that response, "It builds character," when a situation that is less than fortunate occurs. And however cheesy that may seem, it does have some truth to it. Every season of difficulty or moment of weakness provides an opportunity to learn, as well as reveal someone's character in that state of vulnerability. If you find that when you're vulnerable, your character is perhaps a little uglier than you'd like, take time to reflect on yourself and make changes that allow you to be a light among your community rather than that toxic leader. This is, of course, easier said than done. Hard work and dedication might be the recipe for success, but in our quick-paced culture fueled by immediate results and instant gratification, it can be hard to find the motivation to stick to your plan. In my 3 years away from Valley, I've learned many lessons, but I have no intention of trying to convince you that as a 21-year-old, I have figured out all the secrets to being a successful leader and ultimately living a fulfilling life. Rather, I have made a multitude of mistakes that have derailed my plans more time than I can count. But from these mistakes, I have gathered enough experience to formulate 3 simple pieces of advice that I believe are necessary for good leadership. The first is to be confident. Being confident in yourself means that you believe in yourself and are self-assured. You feel that you are capable of doing what you've been tasked with. This should not be confused with arrogance or a feeling of superiority to those around you. Having confidence in yourself does not mean that you are more capable than your peers or simply better than them, but means that you are someone worth putting faith in. The second is to be competent. There are few things more frustrating than having to take orders from someone who clearly doesn't know what they're doing, especially when you have experience in whatever field it is that you're working in. In the Air Force, it is very common to refer to somebody as a SME, or a subject matter expert, when they're incredibly competent and proficient in their jobs. A simple goal for myself, and one that I encourage everyone to aim for, is to strive to be the best at what you do. This doesn't mean that you need to be the smartest or strongest or wittiest person in your field, but that you're always working to be better and gain a deeper understanding of how things operate around you. My last piece of advice, as well as my favorite, having spent a good bit of time at VMI, is to not take things personally. You will find that some days are just truly horrible days. Nothing seems to go right, all of your plans fall through, you're upset with the people closest to you. The list goes on for what can make a day bad. But there are also days where you may have had a horrible 10 minutes and you've allowed yourself to dwell in your discontentment for the remainder of your day. When you find yourself throwing your own personal pity party for your unfortunate but recoverable circumstances, remind yourself not to take it personally. By making the conscious decision to move past a difficult moment and fix your attitude, you're choosing to take a more positive approach to your situation. In a day where victim culture runs rampant, choose not to be the victim of your circumstances. While these 3 pieces of advice are simple and seem like common sense, I can promise that making the active decision to work towards implementing them all at the same time can be challenging, but also incredibly rewarding. I assure you that you are all infinitely more capable than you assume yourselves to be, and I'm confident you will answer the call to be the leaders of character that is demanded of this generation. I wish you all the best in your next chapter. Thank you, and God bless.